friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 17. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats, Dixie and Daisy. And I love to crochet. You can find all that crochet goodness on Instagram and Ravelry. My username is LoriLulu327. There's also a Ravelry group for this podcast. It's Lori Lulu Crochet. Or you can click the link down below in the description box. Also, if you need to email me, it's LoriLulu327@gmail.com is the email I have for this podcast. And I just want to welcome any new viewers. I know there are a few. And to all my returning viewers, hello again. I'm glad to see you. And so just grab a drink and grab your project. There's a lot to talk about today. I just want to start off with that this week has been meh. I don't know. Last Sunday we lost a beloved member of our church. He passed away, 86 years old. And so, the funeral was just 2 days ago, but it feels like it was a long time ago. You know how that is. So yeah, today was kind of rough because it's like the first Sunday where he wasn't there. So anyway, just being there for his wife. They were married for 66 years, which, whoa. But I just wanted to share a funny story about Denny. And it's like the first 2 months that, Ryan and I were coming to the church. For those of you who are new, my husband is a pastor. And so for the first 3 or 4 months, we were just the interim pastors, where he was, I was not. But the first 2 months, Denny could not remember my name. And so, in the Church of the Nazarene, back in the day, everybody called each other brother or sister. So I would always be Sister Lori or whatever. But he couldn't remember that name, so he kept calling me Sister Pastor. Which, just, I loved it. And even after he did remember my name, that was like our inside joke. So I will definitely miss that. So yeah. So before I start crying again, let's move on. Shall we go on to something sick? Go from something sad to something scary, because we had a moth in the house. Yeah. I'm still kind of freaking out about it. Well, it was just flying around the bedroom, and I was like, don't panic. It's just one. You don't need to worry about that. And then the next day, we have a special cleaning mop cleaning fluid because of the cats. And so it's a tablet that has to dissolve overnight. So we let it dissolve, and so the next day I went to look at it, and there were moth larvae in the water. They had committed suicide, I guess. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Chicken Run, but it's claymation, and the chickens there's one part where they're like, mustn't panic, and then, they freak out. Yeah, that was me. Like, don't panic. Yeah, my yarn. Oh. So, I didn't have any gallon freezer bags. Panic. So, I gathered everything up, went and got gallon freezer bags, put all my yarn in the freezer bags. Because, I just bought some from Stitches Midwest. Can't have the moths destroying that. So, my yarn went into bags, and it was in the freezer for a week. Ryan went to go, I think he needed to get lunch like freezer lunch for work, and he's like, "What is it?" It's like, not only did I pack up bags of yarn, I also packed up my shawls too that are wool. So it was a freezer full of yarn. And I think they'll just stay in those bags for a while. Like, I even have, I have this yarn I got from Lisa, this is prize yarn. So I don't want it to be destroyed before I can give it away, Panic, panic, panic. Anyway, so I think we're safe, but they'll stay in the bags for now. This week, well, like I said, I feel like I'm so disjointed because I haven't slept very well those last 2 nights. I actually woke up in Michigan this morning, got up early, got ready for church, drove 2.5 hours home, and made it in time for Sunday school. Even with torrential downpour. I mean, I was like 10 miles from my exit, and I couldn't hardly see, and I felt like my car was hydroplaning with like, I just want to get home, and try not to go too fast, but it's like, I'm so close to being home. I just want to be home. So anyway, it's kind of stressful, and by the time I got to church, I was shaking, because, not fun. Anyway, I was in Michigan to see my parents, celebrate my birthday, because it's still my birthday month, and also to go to the Michigan Fiber Festival, which I will talk about later. But the first thing, should we get on with the yarny goodness? Because that's why we're all here, right? So, finished objects. I have 2. Yeah, 2. The first one, let me grab it here, is living in my Fate's Thread shawl bag. Isn't that just so gorgeous? I love it. So this shawl is the Secret Paths shawl by Joanna Lindahl. Link to the pattern down below. The yarns that I use, let me see if I can get a hold of them. Sorry. So this shawl is my entry into the Summer of Romance Crochet Along that is being hosted by Claudia of Crochet Luna and Clarissa Beth of Crochet Cakes. Sorry. So it's Summer of Romance. The theme was Opposites Attract, and I picked Leonard Hofstadter and Penny. We never really learned her last name from The Big Bang Theory. So the colors that I chose to represent them, chose this pink and green. It's Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. In the colorway pink, very original, and apple green. This is 100% cotton. And then I picked a gray to go with it. Here's some leftovers. The color, it's Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton, and the colorway is Granny's Recipe, which it's like an ombre gray. Let me just show you the shawl so you can see what I'm talking about. Like I said, this is the Secret Paths shawl by Joanna Lindahl. And ta-da! It's huge! Huge! So yeah, so we have lovely popcorn stitches, and I just love the texture of this whole thing. And then the edging, because the way I did it, pick the colors with the green and then the pink, kind of looks like flowers coming, which I like that a lot. So this will be nice for the evenings as it gets colder. And hey, it kind of goes with my dress. Yeah. So, Secret Paths shawl. Joanna Lindahl. I've said that before, right? Yeah. Anyway. So that's that. That one is done. The next one, actually before I get to the finished object, let me show you something that the ladies from my Love Knots group, which is a knit crochet night that we have at the church, apparently the ladies got together and bought fabric to make me a project bag. And so they bought the fabric, and then my friend Lori, hi Lori, she actually made the bag. She actually dyed some of the fabric, which, let me show you this project bag. Oh my goodness, it's huge. Huge! Look at this thing! So we have cute llamas on it. There's pockets here. And nice deep pockets here, so I can put my water bottle in there. And then, as a drawstring. And then Lori's daughter, Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. She stamped all these really cute L's all over it. I thought that was awesome. And then another lady found this cute llama keychain to go with it. And this one is called Lily, although she's a little too small to go with Laverne and Lucille over there. So I think she'll just stay on my bag. But, so, huge bag. Huge bag. What could I possibly be keeping in this? That's a finished object that you haven't seen yet. Let me show you. Ta-da! I have finally started crocheting a nativity set. So I have lots of colors in this bag. That's why it's perfect. Even though my finished object is 5 inches tall. So I started with Mary. Lovely, lovely. And so then nativity will be Christmas presents for our family. So surprise, those of you who watch. I'm not going to say how many sets I'm going to do, just so you never know. Still. So here's another Mary that I have started. So it's kind of my work in progress as well, or a make in progress. Make in progress. So this was done in about an hour, so they don't really take that long to make. So in my bag, I don't even know if I can hold this up so you can see everything in here. Whoop, there's my stuffing. But yeah, there's 7 colors. No, there's 8 colors because I have one small that I dug from my stash. But it's all Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. So it's 100% acrylic. And then, so the pattern I'm using is Whistle and Ivy, her crocheted nativity set. So in the bottom she has you put rocks, river rocks. I think she meant the bigger ones, but I'm afraid that they won't always fit at the bottom. So I bought the smaller ones. We'll see how that works. Yeah. So I've already started Mary. I'm going to see how. So my plan is I'll at least do the Holy Family, you know, Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus, and an angel. And then I'll see how many others I can do before Christmas. Because Christmas is coming. It's coming. So, that's finished objects and getting us started into makes in progress. I'm going to take a break, grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I also did a little bit of cleanup too, because podcasting is messy. Okay, so for make some progress, since I've been concentrating so much on getting the projects for the summer romance done, some of the stuff had been put aside, so I pulled them all out again. One of them being the ebbing tides shawl by Sam from the Sam Squeak podcast. The pattern is great. I love it. I just wasn't happy with the yarn choice that I made, so I frogged the entire thing. So again, not the pattern, it was the yarn. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for something that'll work. So, but I have a yarn shop just down the road. I think I can find something there. So, yeah, so I pulled that out and it sat there on the counter and it's like, I really don't want to work on that because I wasn't happy with the yarn choice. So, all done. The other one that I've pulled out again was my Tunisian scarf. So I'm learning how to do the Tunisian crochet. It is living in my Crochet Fast Dye Warm bag because this scarf will be nice and warm. Although I'm not Tunisian crocheting very fast on this. So I have a bunch of different colors. There's reasons why I picked the colors. I'll explain those later. Or if you want to go back to a Vlogmas video, you can see why I picked those. But each color is a different stitch, so I'm practicing the different stitches. So the first one is this lovely avocado green. It is a Tunisian simple stitch. Then we have this pink, which is the Tunisian knit stitch. And then we have yellow. It is the Tunisian full. And then we have this purple, which is the Tunisian smock stitch. And so last time you saw it, I was at where this progress keeper is, this lovely sheep. And I've done all this, and then I'm adding my fifth color. I'm halfway done with this thing now. Woohoo! So it's a lovely sky blue, and I'm not quite sure what stitch I'm gonna do for that one. I had picked the alpine stitch, but I need to watch a YouTube video, make sure I'm doing it correctly. So that's that. Slowly but surely we're chugging along on that one. Hold on, I dropped my notes. So the yarn that I'm using for that is Knit Picks Brava Sport and a 5mm Tunisian hook. And let me tell you, Tunisian curls like crazy, so I've been trying to block as I go along. I need to block these, the last color that I did, make sure it be flat for me. So that brings me to my next make in progress. I feel like my hair's sticking up funny now. Anyway, so my next make in progress is a part of my make along. So for my birthday month and going through to the end of September, I'm doing the Inspiring Women make along. And so basically you can knit, crochet, sew, spin, cross stitch, needlepoint, whatever. I really don't care. It's a make along. And it just has to represent some woman that you find very inspiring. So I have several shawl designs that I've put out already. We have the Persuasion shawl, which represents Jane Austen. We have the Petite Curie shawl, which represents Marie Curie. And the one I just finished is the Supreme Court shawl, which is inspired by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So I'm doing a fourth shawl. So this is my entry into my own make along. So I'm designing another shawl. This one I'm calling my podcaster shawl because you women really, really inspire me. And I say women because that's mostly who I watch. There are a few guys, but I mostly watch because, like, really it was Hannah from The Cozy Cottage, Lacey from Hooked on Owls, Kalisha from Quirky Monday, Claudia and Clarissa Beth, who I've mentioned before. Like, you women really inspired me and to even start this podcast. So, I'm making a shawl for you guys. Yeah, I'm calling it my podcaster shawl. So, the yarn that I'm using is Bernat Softy Baby in the color Flannel, which is gray. And I actually started it, I've gotten pretty far along. I got about 10 rows. And then I realized it's not very long. Like, I kept working on it. I mean, it looks long here, but when you wrap it around, it's not the length I wanted. So, this will be frogged. And I restarted it. Oh, it's living in my Wonder Woman bag because we are Wonder Women. So here is the next one. Woo! Ta-da! It's super, super long. I think I added over 100 more stitches. Yeah. So you have this lovely lace pattern. And it'll be like the others, where it has some texture. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. And then the second color that I'm adding is this Lion Brand Cupcake in the colorway Clown Car, which Kalisha was like, oh, what are you saying, huh? But it's these lovely, it's bright, bright, bright. To me it kind of looks like fire, so I'm excited to put that at the end. So yeah, that's another make in progress, design in progress for my own make along. And I think that's it for makes in progress. That is it. Oh, I have hats. I'll show them to you later. It's hats for my friends, the whole family. I'm making hats for them. I've done some work on those. Sorry, I left them downstairs. I'm just too excited to talk about the Michigan Fiber Festival. So yeah, the only other like yarn convention, festival, whatever you want to call them, that I've ever been to was Stitches Midwest. And everybody asks me about YarnCon, which I can't go to YarnCon because it's in the middle of tax season, which I work for CPA, and I just can't go. And then somebody's like, oh, go on Sunday. Well, I'm a pastor's wife. I really can't. So anyway, but Stitches Midwest, like, super fun. I love it. But this was a whole nother ball game. This was outside. They had tents. There were even real animals there, like llamas and alpacas and goats and sheep and all that. Actually, they were off to the side, and I wasn't really kind of interested in going and seeing them because I hadn't taken my allergy medication that morning, so I knew it would really bother me. And my mom, who went with me, she wasn't very interested in it, so we're like, you know, we won't go see the animals. That's fine. But I got to introduce my mom to the world of yarn, and how nice everybody is, and how creative everybody is. And of course, I think we're both kind of distracted by color, so we're like, ooh, look at that color, ooh, look at that color, ooh, look at this one, that's sparkly. So it was so much fun. And I'll show you what I bought, because I did make some purchases. Again, I am on a budget, tight budget. because we have a cruise we have to pay for. So yeah, cruise kind of wins over yarn. Sorry. But while we were there, at the end, there was a podcaster meetup. So I got to meet Lacey from Hooked on Owls, and I got to meet Holly from The Proper Pineapple, which I've heard of her, but I've never watched her podcast before. Sorry, Holly. I will be watching now. I'm subscribed now. I will be watching. And I was actually interviewed by Holly. So if you want to go over to her channel, I'll put a link down below. She'll be posting that interview. It was 5 crafty questions with Lori Lulu. I'm not going to say what they were because no spoilers. But I do want to show you what I purchased because it's amazing. So first things first. I wanted a new, you know, you all can never have enough project bags, right? And I did my research before I went and looked at different vendors and what they offered. And I saw this one lady had a Wonder Woman project bag. Ta-da! Oh, isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I love it. I love Wonder Woman. If you follow me on Instagram, you see my mom and I fighting over it because even though she doesn't knit or crochet, she's like, it's Wonder Woman, I gotta have it. Give you a sneak peek. The inside is actually divided. You can see there. So you can put your yarn on one side and your project on the other so it doesn't get mixed together. This is from Allegheny Fiber Arts. That's Tara. Tara? Yeah, Tara. Let me double check. I got her business card. Yeah. Yes, Tara from Allegheny Fiber Arts. She has an awesome... I really like the way this bag is constructed. Yes. And then also at her booth, she had some gorgeous yarn. So of course, go look at it. And got some purple. So it's this lovely dark purple with pops of rainbow color. There's a yellow and pink. So yeah, I'm talking with Tara about it, and she's like, it'd be mostly purple with, you know, and then you have pops of the color, and there'll be lots of purple. Lots of purple. Oh, make me have lots of purple. So the colorway is Night Out. It is a DK weight, so there's 200 yards, and it's 100% superwash merino. So I'm thinking I'm going to do just a plain beanie hat with this one. Super excited about that. Then further down the way, they have it's Jehovah Jireh Wool Mill, which I really like them. They're pretty cool. If it's gonna focus, there you go. I didn't actually talk with them, but they had something really cool that I had to purchase. It's a llama keychain. So there you go. I got the only one left that was this brown and white. The other ones that they had were white, black, and then they had a green and a yellow one. Like, I think I'll go with this one. So this will end up on a project bag, I'm sure. And then, who was it? Danielle and Andrew from Iron Wheel Farms. I had chatted with them for quite a bit when we first got there. And then I went back because I was like, I think I want to buy something from them. And so I found this lovely, lovely, oh, isn't it gorgeous? These teals and the grays. So the colorway is Glowing Path. It is 100% superwash merino and is a DK weight. And it has about 231 yards. So this I have a friend who is going through a very hard time right now. And so I wanted to make her a hat. Because, you know, Chicago weather, winter is coming, which I don't even want to think about. I don't want to think about. Let's just deal with, let's bask in the summer for right now. But I wanted to make her a hat for the winter, and just let her know that I'm thinking about her and praying for her, because it's pretty bad what she's going through. So, anyway. And I wasn't sure what her favorite color was, but every time I thought about making her a hat, I just thought like a teal color would be great for her. So hopefully she'll like it. So yeah, this will be started soon. I think I need to finish other hats first before I start on hers. But that was everything I purchased. That was a Michigan Fiber Festival, which was lots of fun. Yeah, that's everything. I did want to do a quick shout out. I have a new subscriber, a new follower. She messaged me and was like, "Oh, you grew up in Kentucky, where at?" and wanted to know where I was, and she actually lives in Kentucky. I'm not sure where though. I don't remember if I saw that or not. Anyway, her name is Petra, and her channel is Petra's Happy Place. There'll be a link down below. You need to go. She's just started, like, I think she's got her 3rd podcast up right now. So yeah, so go check her out. She's awesome. And again, you know, all my crazy, all my other podcasters that I love, I'll have links down for them too. And I think that's all I want to say. So I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the summer while it's here. I plan on it. And now that this is over, I'm going to go take a nap because I'm exhausted. So have a great day. I'll see you in 2 weeks. God bless.